Thank you very much, Ngugi. You know, I met Ngugi last year, a year ago, and I met him in Bondo town. So I know people have been asking, how did Ngugi become a senator all of a sudden? You have to come to Bondo. Dad, I know you don't like protocols, so today I'll just call you Baba. My name is Winnie Imgada Koth Juma Neema Odinga, but you can call me Kazi, or in Kijaluo they call me Chogo, which is Kitinda Mimba. Baba, nimesikia watu wakisema ati hawezi bonga Sheng. That we've been treating in Sheng na Baba hawezi bonga Sheng. But hii ni msee wa Kanairo, hii ni msee wa Nairobi. Yeah? Wale wengine ni wa Kukamu. Yeah? Hakukuja hapa na gari ya matanga ama barua ya chief. Yeah? So wale wengine Nairobi kuna wenyewe, wale wengine wanaweza kutuuzia kuku ama something like that, but Nairobi ni yetu. I was asked to speak about my father, to tell a story that can bring out who he is as a person. So when I was thinking about it, I was wondering, what story could I really talk about? And I tried to remember the first memory I have of my father, which I'm going to tell you about today. You know, in our house, we're two sets of siblings. And my siblings have their own story, which is a very deep and sad story. So I will not speak about it today because it's not my story to tell. I remember when I was younger, he was always working. He was always working, and he would always come home late, around 11:15, and he would leave by 6 in the morning. So I remember wanting to wait for him. And Mama would have told me to go to bed at 9 o'clock. And those days I used to share a room with my brother and my sister. And our rooms were facing the gate. So when the car would come, I would get out of bed and I would rush downstairs and open the door. But the key used to be put so high up. So I used to take a broom and hit the key until Mama tied for me a rope where I could reach the key. So I would open the door. And when you open the door, I would see him there with a briefcase, his newspapers, and a big phone. And when you'd see me, he would get so excited. He used to pick me up, he'd put me on his shoulders, and we would go around the sitting room, and he used to sing this nursery rhyme. It was in Doluo, I don't remember the words, but I remember it was about a donkey. And it would go something like that, then the end would go hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. And he used to do that, hee-haw, and we would collapse on the chair. Then he would sit on the chair, I would go down quickly, I'd untie his shoes, take his shoes to the door, take the briefcase to the room with the phone, put it on the charger. I walk into the room, Mama is asking me why I'm still awake. Then I'd run downstairs, we'd watch the 11 o'clock news, and see you next time. So next time was not it wasn't today, tomorrow, whatever. It was long periods of time. So one day I asked him, where do you go? Why do you always come so late? What do you do? And he told me, I'm going to show you where I go. So that time, it was about 97, we went for an NDP rally. And that was the time of Tinga. And he put me on the tractor he was on. And as the tractor was driving through, people were screaming and, excited, and I got so afraid. And he told me, don't be afraid, these are your people. And I asked him, what do you mean, my people? And he said, no, this is your family. And he said that if you live a good life, then they must live better than you. And if you think, thank you. If you think you deserve the best, then they deserve better. And if you walk around thinking you deserve the world, then you must give them the universe. And that story really has always stuck with me. Because it finally made sense where he was, where he's been going, and it really brought out the issue that he is a fighter. So I hope that tells you what sort of person this is. He's a fighter. If you want something, you have to fight for it. You know, I see young people complaining today about Kenya, but Kenya cannot be better if we do not fight for it. There's nobody who's going to make Kenya better for you. We're the ones to fight for it. So next year in 2022, there's going to be two outcomes. Either something very good will happen, or something terribly bad will happen. And so you have to get up and fight against those forces. In life, when we talk about things, there's nobody who's going to give anything to you, okay? Even if somebody comes to the church and gives you 10 million, that doesn't make you a millionaire, all right? We have to get up and we have to fight for it. There are things we want. We want jobs. Baba tunataka wera. We want jobs, real jobs, sustainable jobs. And that won't come for us sitting in the house. So sometimes naona we say, akifight, and I'm wondering, why doesn't he just stay at home with us? And I realized the fight is part of the fight. You have to join the fight and go with him. So hiyo mambo ya kukaa kwa nyumba ati mse flani au flani will fight for you, hizo ni jokes. You have to get up, join the fight. And the first step to the fight is to register to vote. So tell your friend, tell a friend, tell another friend, for heaven's sake, we have to register to vote. I'm proud to have a father like Baba. I see somebody who is still fighting for us after all these years. And by us, I mean you people, the people of Kenya. Because as a family, we've never really owned him. He's always been out with you guys. So you're the real owners of him. You're the ones he spent 8 years in detention for. You're the ones he spent those long nights out for and weeks away from home. And you're the ones who time after time he shakes hands for. And so I would just implore everybody to join the fight. Now, Ngugi, nimesikia you're looking for a second wife. First yeah, people are always telling me that. Tell them that I said Winnie Odinga will get married in 2022 on the lawns of State House. So, and you're all invited. So if you want that to happen, go register to vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my sister. By the powers, I